All right, so everybody, recently we got a Polaris General for the technical rescue team, and then we got some Polaris Rangers over here for a little bit for technical rescue, and then also when we do EMS standbys and everything else. And luckily today I've got a gentleman by the name of Brett Baker. He's the owner, and he's been a really good mechanic at Power Center for quite some time. Because not only does he own the shop, but he'll get in the back and turn wrenches with these things. And he's really, really good. So I've got him here today to talk to you just about basic using of these units so we don't tear them up.
Greetings, Brett Baker. Just a brief orientation on our thoughts or my thoughts on what might be applicable or best practice whenever you go in and get one of these machines and get ready to go. First thing that comes to mind is you got to have your seatbelt on or this machine won't run over 15 miles an hour. The other thought of it is that they all operate about the same, so you need to be able to have the mindset ready to choose, once you get it started, which range you're going to use when you depart. So if your equipment comes up and you're going to load it on a trailer, then you're certainly going to be wanting to get that into low range for that. Some of the pitfalls that we have with different operators is they may use high range all the time and not really know the difference, so that's part of what we're going to talk about today. When we come into the machine, you're going to already be ready to get it started, so you're going to need to come out of park and get into lower high, which is really easy to do. But the other part of what's going to need to be done is choose which set of wheels you turn on, whether you be in the open differential mode, lock differential mode, or in four-wheel drive. On this hard surface, on any hard surface, we recommend that you operate that machine in the open differential mode, which is going to be the lowest position on the switch on the dash. And once you get out into loose terrain, then you can switch into the locked differential in the back and or four-wheel drive, and you can do that while the machine is rolling. It is sensitive to engine RPM, so if you're running at over 3,000 RPM, it won't go in till those RPMs come down. But then it'll come in as needed. If you're going to be running, our training is, if you're going to be running at speeds under 10 miles an hour, low range is your friend. There's very little chance of any heat or wear to your clutch drive system or your belt in low range. So from here to the trailer to get loaded, or from here out to get out into the main street, then you may just do that in low range. That gets the belt prepared for takeoff. And then if you're going to operate at over speeds over 10 miles an hour, then certainly, and improved terrain, then certainly high range is going to be needed for that. So with that said, that should be somewhat explanatory or self-explanatory to the problems that we see at the shop, is that the operators don't get the orientation or the hands-on experience with when or when not to use low or high range. So I hope that that's helpful.